hinge opener with lat stretch. You're going to use your suspension trainer for this one, so make sure that you have it handy. Our goal here is to make sure we are getting in a great position where we're letting the lats lengthen, we're not crunching down, and we're working on opening the posterior pelvic floor while getting our deep core up. I find this is really great to understand how to own a hinge position, and also making sure that we can kind of keep the stacked position from the top to the bottom. It also gives us some more support for our upper body, which can feel so good. And I know that climbers always need to inhibit their lats. Our lats are so strong, and many times we need them to know how to chill out a little bit. So this is a really great way of getting that to happen as well. All right, so to get set up, like I said, you're gonna have your suspension trainer, and I want you to have it right at about chest height or so. So you can notice this isn't up by my head, it's not also down by my knees, so it's right here around my bra line. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put each of my hands into the suspension trainer. I'm going to press down into it. It's not just loosey-goosey, okay? We always have tension on suspension. Whenever you're using the suspension trainer, you need to have tension on suspension. So I'm going to press down with my palms. My palms are facing the ground. I'm going to press down, and then I want to start reaching forward. We're going to go through those same motions that we went through in the hip hinge benchmark. So we're going to make sure that we've got our weight over the midfoot. We're going to have knee over the midfoot. We're reaching forward, and we are going to let our arms go forward as our hips come back and our knees go over our midfoot. We're wanting to make sure that we're not rounding as we're reaching, and we're also not just falling forward as we're reaching, okay? So we're aiming to keep everything in that really nice hinge position, and you're gonna find your ending point. Your ending point is when you can no longer go back with your hips without rounding, or where you can no longer go back with your hips without really going like this and flexing at your lumbar spine. I want you to find your ending point, and again, you're just pressing down through the TRX straps so that we're not crunching down. You're gonna feel it if you start to crunch down, because you'll kind of bend your elbows and everything will start coming towards you. So we're keeping that upper body really nice and open. We've got a great stretch in the lats and the chest here. Exhale, ribs down, deep core up. On your inhale, I want you to see if you can let your hips go back a little bit more and your knee come over that midfoot just a little bit more. You're gonna inhale here, and we want to aim to feel some expansion happening in between the sits bones. So this is a classic butthole breath. You're welcome. We're gonna go there right from the start. So we are inhaling into that posterior pelvic floor, keeping some nice tension in the deep core. Exhale without crunching. Let the ribs melt. Inhale again. Exhale. We're using this again as a prep for deadlift work. This can also be a great way to let the lats lengthen, breathe into the side body a little bit, just letting the rib cage let go and the posterior pelvic floor at the same time. So it's a win-win. All right, that is your hinge opener with lat stretch.